Hi there, my name is Joanne Moss. I am the Director of Marketing here at Standard Electric Supply, and welcome to Hot Products in a Hot Minute. I have Dan Waksman here with PULS. He's here to tell us about a great new power supply that has all these communication capabilities. So without further ado, Dan, go ahead and get started.
Well, thanks, Joanne. I'm Dan Waksman with PULS Power. So we have just released power supplies with a couple different communications options. The simplest ones are we call them power supplies with condition display. Well, I just think of them as power supplies with a screen. Okay, so we have two models that we just released. Both of them are single phase, 24 volt, 10 and 20 amp output. Now there's two different data display modes. We have real-time data mode, which shows input voltage, output current, internal temperature, and there's a runtime clock in there, okay? And then there's another mode, recorded data mode, which basically that's a data logger. And we're keeping track of maximum and minimum input voltages, output voltage, maximum load current, min and max temperatures. And what do we do with this information? Well, we've seen that customers use the real-time data mode for machine design. They'll take one of these and they'll drop it into their machine, wire it up, and read the actual current that's being drawn by their system. So you can pick the right size power supply. You don't need to oversize. You don't need to risk undersize. Just pick the right size power supply using that measurement capability. Now, the data logger is used mainly in maintenance. Maintenance guys can see if there's a power quality problem. Are they having voltage spikes on the AC? Are there brownouts going on? Are there unpredictable or unexpected changes in the load going on? Now, we've taken those capabilities and added some more and put them in versions that can communicate over different communication protocols, network protocols. So we've got a couple versions that communicate over IO-Link, single phase 20 amp and three phase 40 amp over IO-Link. We've got EtherCAT, single phase 10 and 20 amp over EtherCAT. And you can think of these as being power supplies with digital multimeters in them. The PLCs can hook up to these over a network and read all these different actual operating conditions and alarms and events and the like. And this is the kind of information that you would use to implement a preventive or a predictive maintenance system. And if that seems interesting or potentially helpful to you, please contact your local Standard Electric account rep to get you going with these.
Thank you, Dan. That was very informative about the power supply with communications capability. If you'd like to see this in person, just reach out to your account manager and he'll contact Dan, or she will, and bring them in to show you how that works. If you need a quote, they can help you with that too. Take a second to like, subscribe, and follow us here on YouTube, and we'll see you next week on another Hot Products in a Hot Minute.